Youth violence is on the rise in the UK, particularly in the West Midlands. The figures for knife crime here have hit an all-time high. I want to know if communities hold the solution to the problem. But first, to get more of an insight into the kinds of activities young people are getting involved in, I met with ex-member of one of Birmingham's most notorious gangs, Josh.
There were many shootouts, many stabbings took hold to extort people, and basically anybody who was selling drugs within our territory that wasn't part of our organisation, we'd have to move them out by any means necessary. I lost a friend of mine, a very close friend, almost like a brother, shot dead. At the same time, my wife was pregnant with my first child, and I had a decision to make. Basically, I was at a crossroad.
Fortunately, Josh left gang life and joined an organisation called MW Fitness and Community Care, who work within communities to try and show children other options if they feel that their life is headed this way.
Okay, so we do kind of two parts in regards to addressing knife crime that kind of cater to masses. So we do the one that's kind of assembly based, where we do like year groups, and we have a gang specialist with us, Josh, who kind of brings the reality of knife crime and gang affiliation and drug misuse. And then opposite to that, we do events where we open up to the public, where they can all come along and hear exactly firsthand what is actually like out there, because I think a lot of people don't know that. And I think then a lot of people who are in corporate positions, such as teachers and professionals, they have to be clean to somewhat degree to have those jobs.
We've got a luxury position of, we're not police, we're not teachers, and we're not parents. So what we can do, we can engage with the children on a different level to them. So we can do our music workshops, we can do our DJ workshops, we can do our mentoring and talk to them on a level. We can say, we know what's going on, we've been involved in it ourselves, we're from the area, we're from the areas, and we have that luxury to be able to do that.
Yeah.
But how can this be made accessible to more people? While I was doing my research, I came across the Big Initiative, an online learning hub which publishes courses for parents, teachers and young people on how to deal with things like knife crime, social media and other societal pressures. I spoke to director Neil Doug, who offered to give me some more information.
A lot of parents and teachers are not able to do anything in relation to things like knives, drugs and alcohol. So to give them a toolkit on these subjects is a starting point. Obviously there's going to be a degree of support. What we want to do at the Big Initiative as well is we want to bring into place something called stream training. Now what that means is if you're a local expert on, say, knife crime, for example, in Manchester, you can't be in a million places at once. But what you can do, hopefully from the Big Initiative site, is stream your session to, say, 100 people at once via smartphones, via tablets. And it's just harnessing the internet to connect the dots.
I still want a professional opinion on the issue, so I'm heading to Birmingham City University to have a chat with a criminology expert. So Dr. Martin Glynn is a senior lecturer at BCU in criminology, and he's agreed to have a chat with me about youth gang affiliation, knife crime and the kinds of things that can be done to help prevent them in the future.
Those of us that live privileged lives preserve our privilege to the detriment of engaging with people suffering. There are periods in history like war when everybody comes out and helps everybody. But when it comes to street runnings and road life, nobody really gives a toss. Because they say, no, lock it up, let's police it. Well, you'll never police your way out of the problem. You'll never incarcerate your way out of the problem. And you'll never educate your way out of the problem. That's not how it works. People change when they want to change. But you've got to give them the impetus to change. So until society recognises we all have a right to be equal, treated equally, but we're all different, it's never going to rest. And therefore it's about studying history. And unfortunately, you don't read history online. You can't get history off Wikipedia. You get history off talking to people in community. You get history by travelling. You get history by going to a library and going into the archives. You study music, you study arts. But to do that takes time.
I asked Police and Crime Commissioner David Jameson about his thoughts to the approaches, and he replied that local communities can help stop the violence by assisting the police in a two-pronged response. As well as putting more officers on the street, Jameson said he is working on a public health approach by placing youth workers in A&E departments and schools. It seems that a community-led approach is a valuable method of tackling youth violence, but it certainly won't work alone. Cooperation between teachers, parents and the authorities is absolutely key in the war against violent crime.